In today's video, we're going to show you how to draw blocks. A block is a way of drawing a schematic symbol and saving that so we don't have to redraw it every time. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a resistor block. And that way whenever we do our different circuits, we can just open that block. We don't have to draw the resistor each time. Now we're going to draw this in our inch template. You may already have this open. If you do not, you can go here to open and then find your inch template and just double click on it. This is the one we made in the previous assignment. It should have your layers in there and it should have your model in there as well. I'm going to start this in the model format, and I'm just going to start by drawing a line, and I'm just going to pick a spot on the layout, and I'm going to draw a line 0.25, which is 1/4 of an inch. Then you need to make sure your mouse is in the horizontal plane and then hit enter. Now the next line, I want to do another 0.25 inch line, but before I hit enter, I want to add the angle. If you notice as I move the mouse, you get just a random angle. I want this angle to be 60 degrees. So on our keyboard, if we hit shift and the less than symbol, that will make our angle at 60 degrees. So if you type in 0.25, again, get the mouse in the right direction, get the less than sign, shift and less than on our keyboard, and you notice that gives us a blue box over there where we're going to put our angles. If we just type in 60 and hit enter, that will make our line at 60 degrees from where the original line was. So I am going to escape, and you can go ahead and finish drawing that a line at a time. But I'm going to show you maybe a little easier way to do this. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go zoom window so we can get a little closer and show you how we're going to finish our resistor. So we're going to click on this line. We're going to come up here to a mirror image. So we're going to make a mirror image of this line. We're going to click on the top portion of that. My grid is on, so I need to remove my grid so I can click on the end of my line. And then you notice I have like a line flying around here. If I go straight down, then that will make a mirror image of the line we just made in the right direction. And that's going to ask you if you want to erase the source. I do not want to erase the source, so I'm just going to hit enter. Then I will have the first part of our resistor. So the second part here, we're going to take these two lines together and we're just going to copy them. So I'm going to do at the end point of where our resistor begins, and I'm going to click and drag it over. So now we have the second part of our resistor. And we have to hit escape to get rid of our line so we don't keep copying it. So this doesn't quite look like a resistor yet. So we're going to have to do another mirror image of the two that we just made. We're going to come over here to this end point where the two are connected together. And then you notice again, it goes around with us as we move our mouse. Again, we'll click on the horizontal plane. And then this time we do want to delete our source, which is our original. So now we have the first part of our resistor. And now I want to highlight these, and I want to copy these again. And we're going to go from the same endpoint, and we're going to copy it, and we're going to copy it one more time. And this will be our resistor. We're not quite done yet because I want another line at the end. So we're going to copy this line. We must select this endpoint to line up with that endpoint. So that will be the resistor that we're going to draw and that we're going to use. We have nice straight lines. They're all the same angle, and it looks very symmetrical. So we are happy with this resistor. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this into a block. To make this into a block, we're going to select the resistor. So just click, and again, if we click from the bottom up, it's going to select everything the box touches. But if you go from the top down, the complete line has to be in the box before it selects that. So I like to, when I'm doing the whole thing, I will go from the bottom to the top, and then I will select all the lines even though they're not completely in the box. Again, if we go from the top down, the entire line has to be in the box that we made. If we go from the bottom up, any line that box touches will be selected. So that is important to know as we go to select some of these things as we move along. So to make this as a block, we want to highlight the whole thing, and then we have a block tab on our toolbar here at the top. And we can insert blocks later after we have them created. But now we need to create our resistor block. So just hit create, and it's going to ask you to name it, and we're just going to simply call this a resistor. I'm going to call this resistor 1 because I already have a few resistors in my thing. And then you got to spell it right. Okay, once we have this, we have to select it on your keyboard. It says specify intersection base point. So this is when we add our resistor into our drawing. This will be the point that we added on. So I want to select the end point of our first line here, and that will be where our resistor is added whenever we add our resistor. If you click on it now, you notice the whole thing is highlighted, and our endpoint here is now highlighted. So that is where we will add our new resistors. So now that we have our resistor made, we can go to insert and insert block, and our resistor should show up. And then you notice that our selected point is where it is at on our cursor. So we can bring that down and put that on the end of our other resistor, and that will be how we add more resistors in the future. So that is how we make a resistor block, or we can make any block the same way just by giving it another name.